Good evening students. Today I will discuss about the most important topic in the surgical field, that is the sterilization. So this sterilization process is used in all the surgical fields. It may be general surgery, gynae, neurosurgery, cardiac surgery. So without sterilization, if we do the surgical procedure, there are many disadvantages, and even sometimes we may have to lose the life of the patient. So it is so important that everything in the surgical field, that means the success of any surgery, depends upon how clean the environment of the surgery was there. So that means from where these organisms can come into the surgical field. So mainly we are using the instruments, we are using the suction, we are using the cameras and many other things. So whatever comes in contact with the live tissue directly or indirectly can cause the infection of that tissue. So to avoid that infection, we have to sterilize everything that comes in contact with the tissues during the surgical procedure. So many students confuse between disinfection and sterilization. So though both things, sterilization as well as your disinfection, both are used in the surgery, so in the hospital scenario, so both we have to understand what exactly is disinfection and what exactly is sterilization. So if I write here sterilization and here is disinfection. So as you know, suppose this is the spore. If this spore has to propagate into two more organisms, so as you know, this is the sterilization process and this is disinfection. So how these sterilization and the disinfection differ from each other? Suppose this is organism. If it has to propagate and multiply, so how it will do? So first it will convert into spores, multiple spores, and these spores again give rise to organism. And then again spore, then again organism. So when we remove this, all the microorganisms along with their spores, so that these spores cannot develop later on into the new organism. So this process of removal of all living organisms along with their spores is known as sterilization. And what exactly is the disinfection? So disinfection means when we remove only the organism. So that removal of the organism may not be 100%. It may be 80%, 70%, 50%. So that means how much level of disinfection we have achieved, that will be determined by the percent of organism that we are able to kill from the surface of inanimate objects, like various things which are used in the operation theatre, like your various cautery, anesthesia machine, OT tables and other shelves on which the various you can say the things used in the surgery are kept, like various types of bottles, disposables, all those things. So once they come in contact with these microorganisms, so they can become infected, and sometimes by accidentally touching these, so these can cause the introduction of infection into the surgical field. So though these are the big things, we cannot sterilize by keeping them in a sterilizer. So we have to achieve as much as possible the level of disinfection. But in this case, the chemicals which we are using for disinfection, many times these are not able to kill all the organisms along with their spores. So to kill the spores, we may sometimes have to keep that solution in contact with the surface for a longer duration. To achieve the maximum level of disinfection, that also requires longer duration, appropriate humidity and the temperature which is specified by the manufacturer. So तो ये हमारे को हमेशा ध्यान में रखना है कि हमारे को क्या अचीव करना है. सपोज़ हमारे को जो सर्जरी में जो हम इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो यूज़ करने जा रहे हैं उसको 100% हमारे को बैक्टीरिया फ्री, स्पोर फ्री करना है, तो वी हैव टू डू द स्टेरिलाइजेशन. That means we have to ensure that spores as well as your all kind of living organisms are killed during the procedure. And the disinfection का क्या मतलब है कि हमारे जो ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं जितना मैक्सिमम हम क्लीन कर सकें, रिमूव कर सकें, पर उस क्लीनिंग और रिमूविंग और जो क्लीनिंग के अंदर हमारे ज़रूरी नहीं है कि स्पोर्स भी निकल जाएं. स्पोर्स ज़्यादातर रह जाते हैं जिसकी वजह से कुछ टाइम के बाद ऑन फाइंडिंग देयर एप्रोप्रिएट ह्यूमिडिटी एंड टेम्परेचर दीज स्पोर्स दोबारा से फिर क्या होगा, ये दिस गो इनटू अगेन ऑर्गेनिज्म. सो इस तरह से हमारे को रिपीटेडली डिसइंफेक्शन करना पड़ेगा और सर्जरी के जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं उनको हमारे को स्टेरिलाइजेशन करना पड़ेगा. सो नाउ वी विल डिस्कस व्हाट एग्जैक्टली why we are doing the sterilization. So as you know, it is the removal of living micro organism plus spores, because as you know the instrument that we sterilize, so we are not using that instrument just after the sterilization. We may have to keep the instrument for few hours or 1 or 2 days before these instruments are being used in the surgical field. So to remain sterilization, to keep that sterilization intact, so we have to wrap the instruments in 2 layers of clothes, in a first placed in the tray and then wrapped it, and then we ensure that these are kept in a dry place so that humidity should not be there. And we have already removed living organisms plus spores, so spores are not there, so there are no chances that some organism may reappear during the shelf life of the sterilized instruments, because spores are not there and there is nothing that can grow into a new organism. So why this sterilization? What is the role of sterilization in the surgery? What is the importance? How it can make your surgery more successful as compared to the partially or non-sterilized instruments? What is the economic benefit of doing the sterilization, and what are the various methods by which we can do the sterilization? So how we can decide which method of sterilization is required for which equipment or the instrument? ये तो आपको जैसे पता ही है कि कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट जिसको हम एक्सट्रीम टेम्परेचर पे लेके जाएंगे, तो हो सकता है कि स्टील का है तो दैट इंस्ट्रूमेंट मे सर्वाइव, और जो अगर वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट है, शार्प ब्लेड्स हैं, जो अगर उसको हाई टेम्परेचर पे हम गर्म करेंगे फॉर स्टेरिलाइजेशन, तो जो शार्प इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है वो ब्लंट हो जाएंगे. जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट्स है वो आपका ह्यूमिडिटी और टेम्परेचर की वजह से ख़राब हो सकता है. जो आपका एंडोस्कोपिक इक्विपमेंट हैं, जो अगर वो कंप्लाइंट नहीं है हाई टेम्परेचर के लिए, तो उसके लिए भी हमारे को देखना पड़ेगा कि what are the alternatives so that without increasing the temperature to a very high level we can achieve 100% sterilization of the equipment. Sometimes we have to sterilize the plastic bottles, plastic instruments, and sometimes glassware are also there. Many vaccines are also there which we have to sterilize so that there should not be any contamination in the vaccines from some other organisms. There are immunoglobulins that we have to sterilize. So there are many things that we have to sterilize, and for each thing we have to be very specific so that there should not be any destruction of the thing or the equipment or the liquid that we are going to sterilize is destroyed. If that thing is destroyed, the purpose of doing the sterilization is total waste of the money, resources and the time. इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी आपका गया, आपका टाइम भी गया, जो आपने खर्चा स्टेरिलाइजेशन की प्रोसेस के ऊपर, इक्विपमेंट के ऊपर किया, वो भी वेस्ट हो गया. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हमारे को ध्यान में रखते हैं. हमारे को एक स्पेसिफिक प्रोसीजर ऑफ स्टेरिलाइजेशन जो हमारे को सिलेक्ट करना है कि हमारे पास ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, इसके लिए कौन सा बेस्ट हमारे को स्टेरिलाइजेशन प्रोसेस होगा जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट को भी डैमेज ना करे और इक्विपमेंट को भी 100% स्टेरिलाइज कर दे. So what are the things that we have to study under the sterilization? First is the definition that we have discussed. Complete removal of microorganisms along with their spores from the surface of any equipment is known as sterilization. So second, why दिस स्टेरिलाइजेशन, क्यों ज़रूरी है स्टेरिलाइजेशन? इधर आप देखिए, सर्जन एंड ब्यूटीफुल सर्जरी. ओके, देयर इज अ वेरी गुड सर्जन. ही नोज हिज फील्ड एंड एवरी सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर वेरी वेल, एंड ही परफॉर्म्ड द सर्जरी according to the books. So he is very much satisfied that I have performed my surgery according to the satisfaction of the required skill. So उसने अपनी स्किल के हिसाब से जितना बेस्ट हो सकता था पूरा सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर किया. After few days he finds that there is pus formation, there is infection and patient is going into septicemia. तो अब ये जो ब्यूटीफुल और वेल परफॉर्म सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर किया, ये क्या हो गया? टोटल वेस्ट. क्योंकि जो हमारा इक्विपमेंट, जो सर्जिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो हमने यूज़ किए वो प्रॉपरली स्टेरिलाइज्ड नहीं थे, या नहीं स्टेरिलाइज्ड थे ही नहीं. अब जिसने भी टच किया, 10 लोगों ने उसको इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को टच किया, वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट सर्जरी में गए और वहाँ पे उन्होंने इन्फेक्शन किया, और ये जो ब्यूटीफुल और वेल परफॉर्म सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर था वो टोटल वेस्ट हो गया. अब यहाँ पे ये जो टोटल वेस्ट हुआ, तो इसका क्या मतलब है? वन इज द लाइफ ऑफ द पेशेंट दैट इज इन डेंजर, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, हॉस्पिटल स्टे दैट इज इंक्रीज्ड. नंबर 3, expenses and resources. These are misused, or you can say the used to save the life of the patient, which were not required had the instruments were properly sterilized. तो इन सब की आपको ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ती, ना हॉस्पिटल स्टे बढ़ता, ना लाइफ ऑफ द पेशेंट जो थी वो डेंजर में आती. और जो अगर वो डेंजर में आने में पेशेंट की जान को बचाने के लिए ये सारे रिसोर्सेज, ये टाइम, और उसके साथ जो चौथा जो पॉइंट है, फोर्थ, दैट इज़ द मेंटल एग्नी. अब ये मेंटल एग्नी कितने लोगों को होगी, आप ये इमेजिन करके देखिए. जो पेशेंट है उसकी पूरी फैमिली, उनके रिलेटिव्स, जो क्लोज रिलेटिव्स हैं उनको, हॉस्पिटल स्टाफ को, जो सर्जन है सबसे ज़्यादा उसको, क्योंकि उसका जो सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर, उसकी रेपुटेशन सब स्टेक पर है. उसके बाद हॉस्पिटल की रेपुटेशन, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो एट स्टेक, दैट पेशेंट वॉज ऑपरेटेड देयर एंड इट द वुंड गॉट इन्फेक्टेड एंड द लाइफ ऑफ द पेशेंट वेंट इनटू डेंजरस स्टेट। तो अब ये सोच के देखिए कि एक सिंपल एक प्रोसीजर जो था स्टेरिलाइजेशन, जिसकी कॉस्ट सपोज़ हम लगा लें कि एक ट्रे की स्टेरिलाइजेशन की कॉस्ट, एक इक्विपमेंट ट्रे की 500 रुपीज़ हमारे को पड़ती है, 1000 रुपीज़ भी पड़ती है। ये 1000 रुपीज़ बचाने के चक्कर में यहाँ लाखों का नुकसान, दुनिया भर की परेशानियाँ, रेपुटेशन एट स्टेक, तो कितनी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स खड़ी हो गई सिंपल बाय मिसिंग द वन स्टेप, that is the sterilization of the instrument. So this way this sterilization is very important and we have to do and ensure that the instruments हमने जो sterilize किए हैं वो properly sterilize हुए हैं. We have followed all the procedure and the methods, required temperature, required humidity as prescribed by the manufacturer. So definition हो गया and why we have to sterilize, and then what are the various methods. So there are various methods, जैसे अभी हमने डिस्कस किया कि बहुत सारे जो हमारे इक्विपमेंट हैं, some are sensitive to heat, some are sensitive to moisture, some are sensitive to some other chemicals. So we have to ensure that जो भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट हम स्टेरिलाइज करने जा रहे हैं वो डैमेज ना हो, वो प्रॉपरली फंक्शनिंग हो आफ्टर द स्टेरिलाइजेशन. सो इफ़ वी काउंट द मेथड्स, सो द मोस्ट रिलायबल एंड द ओल्ड मेथड इज़ योर हीटिंग. ठीक, देन केमिकल and radiation. So heat के अंदर then it may comes your moist heat, boiling and your dry heat. These are the things which are used for, though this boiling is not exactly doing the sterilization. This boiling may not be able to kill all the organisms, and this boiling may not be able to kill the spores also. Then the chemical methods. So various chemical methods are there, and these chemicals may be your liquids and gases. So now comes the radiation. So various types of radiations are there: X-ray, gamma rays. So these radiations are used for doing the sterilization, and the things which come in a packaged boxes, so they may be sterilized by these gamma or X-rays depending upon the availability and the viability of the procedure. So though these are not used very commonly in specific ways, we will discuss later, these X-rays and gamma rays, these radiations are used for the sterilization. The two common methods are heat, and the chemical methods may be in the form of moist heat, dry heat. Moist heat is always under pressure. So it is known as autoclave. So depending upon all these things, where we have to find that what equipment we are going to sterilize. So if we consider your endoscopic, I am giving just the example of endoscopic equipment. So in endoscopic equipment, hand instruments are there over which there is insulating sleeve is there. Suppose this is the main shaft of the instrument, over it there is a sheath. so which acts as a insulating sheath. This is one thing. Second are your optics. This is your camera, scope, and various lenses are there, and here we attach the camera. Then comes a camera. It is a totally electronic equipment along with the various wires which are plastic in nature. So this sheath, so we have to be very specific that the instrument which are covered in a insulating sheath, whether these are compliant or these are meant for autoclave or not, high temperature heat or not. If we put these instruments which are not meant for autoclaving or hot sterilization, if we put this, what will happen? This sheath will burst. Though the remaining instrument will be sterilized, but that instruments will not be safe to use and it cannot be used in the surgical procedure. Similarly, in case of optics, these are the scopes with various lenses in the rod system. So these are sealed for the moisture, these are sealed for high pressure. So if this is not meant for that tolerating high temperature and high pressure, so what will happen? The optics may be destroyed, moisture may go into it, and that scope will be useless because there will not be any visibility through the scope. Next comes the camera. Camera contains the electronic equipment. As you know, these electronic equipments are very sensitive to heat and moisture. So if these are not meant for that kind of tolerating the temperature and the pressure, if you put that camera into the autoclave, so ultimately when you bring back the camera out of autoclave, that camera will be totally destroyed and cannot be used for the surgical procedure. So we have to be very specific कि कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट हमारे पास है, उसकी क्या स्ट्रेंथ है, उसकी क्या वीकनेस है, उसको हमने किस तरह से स्टेरिलाइजेशन करना है, सो दैट इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी डैमेज ना हो, प्रॉपर स्टेरिलाइजेशन भी हो जाए और हम उसको यूज़ भी कर सकें. So these are the common basic things about the sterilization. So in the next chapter we will discuss what are the various methods of doing the sterilization, and then is the disinfection we will discuss in the next video. Thank you very much, and please do subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, so that you may not miss the future videos. Thank you very much.